What's going on YouTube? It's Mark here and welcome back to another YouTube video. Before we get into the video, be sure to go check out my other socials. My Twitter is DK_Mark with 2 Ks. It will be down below, as well as my Twitch is Mongraal. Over on my Twitch, we do actually stream Zone Wars with viewers, and eventually we are going to move into streaming and playing customs with viewers. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to go do that. Getting back to the actual video itself, we did play in Dreamhack. Dreamhack actually had the same placement point system and as point scoring system in general as the previous cup, Mongraal Cup. If you guys didn't actually see, that was my previous video and we did get 187 points. So going into this event, that was our target, to beat 187 points, because if we do that, we know we're improving, and that's all I'm trying to do at the moment. In the future, we obviously want to be going and trying to qualify, but as we're trying to improve, that was all we're trying to do. But I don't want to ruin that for you boys, so we're going to jump right on into the video. And if you do enjoy, be sure to drop a like, comment with any feedback. If you see me do something dodgy that you wouldn't do, let me know in the comment section below, and subscribe, turn on post notifications on, all that good stuff. But yeah, let's get right on into the video. So in the very first game that we did land into, we did actually change up our landing spot and we did land by the bridge outside Salty. After rotating around that sort of area and collecting mats, we did actually come into our first engagement. We do play the engagement reasonably well. We do take high ground and then we do actually take his wall, but as I still ain't the cleanest with the edits themselves, we just decide I'm going to run away. I didn't want to get into a fight which I may lose, and I just didn't want to die early on in game 1. As we run away, I actually get shot in the back. I'm not sure if this was actually the same person or another person, but we do get shot in the back, so we are forced to engage. And eventually he does the spam build and we just hit all our attack shots in the end, and we do clean up that kill. However, it wasn't long until someone came to third party us and we were yet again in another build fight. Eventually against this person we just ran out of materials and we had no other choice but to engage. We couldn't run away, we had no materials, so after running around a lot we do end up dying in 35th position, which wasn't terrible for game 1 but could have been better, but definitely could have gone worse after we were fighting early on. Next game we did actually land at our famous position. If any of you have watched the previous videos, you do know we land at these houses at the back right corner of the map, and that's where we decided to land for this game. This game we weren't actually contested, but I believe someone did land outside and then eventually came in. Anyway, we were forced to fight and we did actually run out of materials pretty quick in this fight. Talking of luck, we were then griefed by the shark. We were hiding in our own builds with no actual materials to build anything else, and the shark comes, destroys our builds and forces us to fight. Amazingly, we do actually pick this kill up, even though we definitely should have died. After rotating around and we hadn't actually found any materials at all, we did actually find an open fault with so many hills that we did actually sort our game out, and this gave us more chance of placing well. As can be seen from some of the clips, we did rotate around the small circle reasonably well and we did actually stay alive due to this. Eventually we do actually come up against a grappler player who is just W-keying everyone in the lobby, and we do actually make quite a smart edit, but unfortunately we do miss the shot and this leads to us dying. Again in game 3 we are actually returning to our favourite landing spot, but we did get heavily contested, so this actually led us to rotate out very fast in order not to die. In game 3 we were lucky enough to always get zones, so that's why you've not seen much of the gameplay, but we were then forced to have to rotate towards pretty much everyone else. We were in the worst possible position, and as you can see we just get sprayed by the entire lobby until we die. In game 4 we actually decided to change up the landing spot due to, after we had rotated out early in game 3, I actually found somewhere that I thought seemed quite good and no one else had landed there in game 3, so we thought we'd change it up and see what this new spot could be about. Unfortunately there was someone else there who did come and find us, and we tried rotating out quick without him seeing, but we do get beamed, and as we are just trying to build up, hopefully get away, he just spam nades us so it doesn't leave us in a good spot. However, we do end up taking high ground, and funnily enough, this guy doesn't push us. I'm not sure if he ran out of materials, or if he just knew I was weak and had no white heals, but either way, we just died a storm. I thought, I'm not going to push him and let him get siphon or any point, so I just died a storm instead of pushing him. So back to game 5, we do actually go and land at our favourite spot. This is the new spot, so expect me to be landing here more. There's a great little chest at the back corner, as well as a big rock, and normally it's just a free rotate into all the buildings at the back and just easy weapon. You can then see me sweating in the cone. I was so determined to get as many placement points as possible, so we did actually sweat it out kinda hard. But in this game we do actually rotate reasonably well, and we do actually pick up that kill reasonably easy. We then luckily find a pad which we don't make the best use of, but it does help us rotate, and we do rotate round the side that someone else has already tarped round. After getting pressured by someone, little do we realise that the box we were in was actually his box, so he had obviously moved round to one position and returned back, so unfortunately for us, we aren't in a great spot. We do actually build reasonably okay, but we just get focused from other people on the other side of the map, as well as this guy that is trying to fight us at the same time. So in game 6, as you are going to see, we do continuously land at this new position for the rest of the game. I actually hear someone coming, and again, I don't want to take the fight, I want to get as many placement points as possible, so it's easier to just try to get away from the fight and not die. However, as to be expected, he does push us, so we have no other choice but to fight him further away from Steamy. From some of the clips you've seen, I do actually do reasonably well as being a pest and staying alive, changing boxes, and he just doesn't ever get a clean shot on me. And this actually leads us into a smart little edit where we do hit a very hard shot on him. We end up trying to pressure him after we do hit him hard, and to my surprise we do actually have no materials, and this doesn't leave us in a great position. We do hit him again as well as he hits us, and as we see he's healing, we have no choice but we do just try to run away, heal up, and obviously you expect him to come again. Unfortunately for us, we miss our first shot, and we do actually hit him with the second shot. However, it hits him for nothing and we die. Little we could do there with no materials other than maybe hit the first shot. Again in game 7, you can see we go and land over to Steamy, our new favourite spot. If you boys want to go check this out, I would recommend it, as I think I found it a pretty good god spot. Some of the clips you can see here, I'm boxed up well, I'm taking a few peak shots from my box, as well as I do rotate reasonably well in game 7. However, we do actually run out of materials, which is a common theme over here, so I don't know if it's my map like judgment, or whether I'm overbuilding, or maybe I'm just not getting enough kills to actually regain materials. However, we do take the low ground as we have to try take cover, and I actually make a smart edit there, but I do miss the shot. Maybe if I hit him I kill him, that would have been the refresh that we would have needed, but unfortunately we don't. As I'm trying to rotate using the already pre-made builds for cover, it clearly doesn't work and we die, but we die in 4th place, so it was a good game. Moving on into game 8, again we land at Steamy. I don't need to say it many more times, but we do go and land at Steamy at the back left. And now you are going to see maybe the sweatiest part of the video you're ever going to see. In order to be silent, you crouch and aim in to be fully silent. I could hear someone round my area and I just wanted him to go away. I don't want to fight anyone, as again I was sweating out the placement point. Amazingly, the one little room I am actually hid up in, hoping that he isn't going to come into, he's just going to run away. He walks in on me, but to his surprise, I'm in there and we do actually clean him up. Here you can see we're boxed up well in the middle of the zone. We're just trying to get the placement points. We don't want to be fighting anyone, and someone's just coming trying to grief us, trying to take our walls. But no, we do actually make a smart little edit. We hit him hard, and clearly he just freaks out, and we do actually finish him up and take all them extra materials he did have on his body. So you can see a little clip, because he has so many materials and I was right in the centre zone, I thought I'd build out as much as possible to make it harder for people to want to push me. After getting pretty lucky with Zone and not having to move for a long time, we do actually have to rotate, and we do use a launch pad, and we do land on this guy's tarp. I did actually let that whole entire clip of the end game play out, because I want to get you advice on what you maybe would have done different. I feel maybe I shouldn't have dropped down, maybe I should, but in the end I dropped down, and this leads to the guy actually having my roof, and he just drops down and just obliterates me really. If I'd stayed above him, maybe this wouldn't have happened. But let me know your thoughts down below. Right, again, same old, we do go and land over at Steamy for our 9th game, and we have actually accumulated a good point tally so far. As we are rotating, someone does come up against us, and we do actually have to fight him. During this fight, I do feel like I make some smart little peek shots, and it does actually make him back off. I take this opportunity as he's healing up. I needed to rotate anyway just to get out of there. I didn't want to be fighting anyone. I just wanted to try to get as many placement points as I could. However, as we do rotate, to be expected I suppose, he does shoot us in the back and we do keep losing health due to this person. After hitting some shots on them and actually holding high ground reasonably well, we do actually start getting shot down, so we have to make our way down so we don't die to full damage. Again, you can see someone takes our wall, but we do quickly actually edit out of there. So I do see this part of my game has improved a lot. And again, we look to get out quick. We needed to rotate anyway, and hopefully this would mean we could get more placement points. However, on our rotate, I believe we actually become circled by 3 other players. So getting these extra placement points wasn't looking good. Eventually, someone does get in our box, and we do die in 40th place. And then YouTube, that is actually all we could play. We had actually played the full amount of time and we didn't actually have time to get into our 10th game. I know what a lot of you may say, I should W-keyed maybe one of the games. I know what a lot of good players would do, but I always had in my head, what if I die early one game, that is one game I have then wasted where I could have sweated out placement points. I suppose that also leads us into why I got W-keyed so hard in the 9th game compared to all the other games. However, we do actually finish on 262 points, which led us to be in the top 9%. As you maybe remember from the start of the video, our target was to be 187, so we've clearly done that by quite a large amount. Not only this, but we did also get top 9%, I believe whether you count Hype Night as a proper event or not, we did get top 12% in Hype Night, so this is officially the best ever event / cup we've placed in. But YouTube, that is actually going to finish the video. There isn't much else to say apart from we are improving well in fact, and hopefully you can see that with the gameplay alone. But remember, if you did enjoy the video, drop a like. If you got any advice, anything else you have done different from all the different clips from my games I have shown you, make sure you do comment that down below and drop a sub, turn post notifications on and stay updated with all future uploads. But that has been all from me today, Mark. Until I catch you in the next video, peace.